Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Shayan with you, a leadership consultant and educator with over 15 years of experience working with school, businesses, individuals, and leaders. This podcast is inspired by the powerful work done by John C. Maxwell, especially his book, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. I want to thank and give full credit to John C. Maxwell for his incredible work. This podcast is not just about repeating his ideas. My purpose is to share with you a deeper analysis and practical perspectives, lessons that I have learned through real experiences, leading teams, building organizations, and coaching others. Today, we focus on Law 3, the law of process. And trust me, this is the game changer. Welcome back. John C. Maxwell says, leadership develops daily, not in a day. This law reminds us that leadership is not something you achieve overnight. It's not one-time event or a motivational seminar. Leadership is a lifelong journey, a process, a practice. Think of it, just like muscles that grow regularly by exercise. Leadership also grows with daily discipline. Let me explain why this law is the foundation of real leadership development. In today's world, people want fast success. They want instant results, quick promotions, big roles, more followers, more recognition. But true leadership doesn't work that way. I'll ask you a question. Are you investing daily in becoming a better leader? Or you're waiting for the right opportunity to magically arrive? The truth is, every small step you take today is building the leader you will be tomorrow. Earlier in my career, I wanted quick results. I believed that once I had a title or the degree, people would automatically respect me as a leader. I soon realized that I had the position but didn't have the respect, the influence, or the impact. That's when I understood that titles don't make leaders. Daily actions do. So I started working on myself by reading consistently, reflecting daily, practicing better communication, learning from mentors like John C. Maxwell, Simon Sinek, Tony Robbins. I started taking feedback seriously, and slowly my leadership started to grow, not by magic, but by process. Leadership doesn't happen overnight. It develops in stages, just like learning a new skill. Whether you are learning to play piano, drive car, or lead people, there's always process involved. Based on John C. Maxwell's insight and real-world leadership experiences, here are 5 stages to develop growth, explained in clear and relatable way in his book. At this stage, people don't even realize how much they don't understand about leadership. They might assume that being a leader is about having title like manager or principal, giving instructions and making decisions, being in control. But they haven't yet realized that the real leadership is more about serving, influence, and inspiring others, not just holding the position. For example, a newly promoted team leader believes that people will automatically respect them because of their title, but the team doesn't listen. They don't follow. They don't engage. The leader feels frustrated, but doesn't know why. The key message here is that this stage is full of assumptions. The person doesn't even know what real leadership looks like yet. This is the moment of realization. The leader understands that I don't know enough to lead well. It's a humble an honest turning point. They begin to see that leadership requires skills like communication, emotional intelligence, patience, conflict resolution, vision. For example, some team leader attend a training session to get the feedback from the mentors. Suddenly they realize something very special. They get to know that I need to grow. I need to learn how to lead people, not just managing the task. They get to know by the mentor, for example. It happens in the real world. The key message here that this is the start of growth journey. The leader becomes open to learning. This was stage 2. Now the leader begins to clearly identify what they lack. This is different from just knowing. They need to learn. Now they know what they need to work on. They begin asking questions like, how can I give feedback without discouraging my team? It's a skill. How do I build trust? Why do people hesitate sharing their frustration or ideas with me? They recognize their blind spot and weak areas and begin to improve intentionally. For example, the leader realizes that he interrupts others too often or he avoids difficult conversation. He begins to study and practice active listening or conflict management. The key message here is that growth begins when awareness becomes specific. Now, leadership growth becomes visible to others. People start noticing a difference. The leader is more calm under pressure, more supportive, more strategic, better at handling tough situations. At this stage, people begin to follow the leaders, not because they have to, but because they want to. For example, the leader who used to struggle now handles meetings confidently, give feedback, and uplifts others in the team. People say, you have really changed, man. The key message here is that this is when your growth becomes influence. Others see and feel your leadership. This is the mature stage of leadership. The leaders don't need to force leadership. It has become natural. They have developed habits, wisdom, and confidence. They lead with intuition, purpose, and experience. They don't need to think too much about what to say and what not to say because they have practiced it over time. For example, a school leader walks into the crisis situation and calmly navigates the team through it. He guides them with empathy and clarity. People trust their leadership without questioning. The key message here is that at this stage, the leadership becomes a part of who you are, not just something what you do. Now it's time for you to reflect. You have listened to this long podcast. Which stage do you think you are in right now? What specific skill or mindset do you need to work on next week? Who in your life can help you more to the next stage? Think about it if you really want to grow. Let me give you 5 simple but powerful habits. Number 1, read 10 minutes a day. Choose a book that develops your thinking, emotional intelligence, or leadership mindset. Number 2, reflect weekly. Ask yourself, what did I learn this week? What did I do well? And what can I do even better? Number 3, mentor or get mentored. Growth happens faster with feedback and guidance. Number 4, set leadership goals. Try goals like this month, I will have a small team project and I will give positive feedback daily. Number 5, teach what you learn. Share your growth with others. teaching deepens your own understanding. Now it's time to take action if you really want to go. Write down one habit you will start this week to grow as a leader. Because it's slow, because it's unseen, because it's not always rewarding right away. But if you skip this process, you will skip the foundation, and leadership without foundation is fragile. It will break under pressure. Let's pause for a moment and reflect. What are you doing today that your future leadership self will thank you for? Thank you for. Well, let me tell you, the law of process teaches us that leadership is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not about sudden inspirations, it's about steady dedication. Growth is invisible at first, but over time it transforms not only how you lead, but who you are. Remember, daily growth plus clear purpose is equals to unstoppable leadership. So in the next episode, we will explore Law 4, the law of navigation, why great leaders don't just go with the flow. As always, I thank John C. Maxwell for this powerful framework. Until next time, keep learning, keep leading, and trust the process. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for professional growth and leadership development. See ya.